Hey guys, it's a rather wet morning here at Disneyland Resort Paris. My name's Arthur and this is my rolling vlog. Hey guys, so behind me is Disney's Hotel New York, and I want to talk to you about D23. I know that was a long time ago now, but this is the first time that I've been to Disneyland Paris since the announcement. And when Disney first announced that they took over Disneyland Paris and had full ownership, I was actually getting really excited for Disneyland Paris because D23 was just coming up and I was expecting to see so many different announcements, new things that Disneyland Paris desperately needs. And after Disney Parks and Resorts announcement, I was left feeling, well, rather disappointed, because all we got was this. Disney's Hotel New York is changing to become Disney's Hotel New York Art of Marvel, which will be great. It'll be fantastic to have Disney's first Marvel themed hotel, and I will be staying here once it gets done, so I'll show you guys what it's like. But I was expecting so much more, especially when it comes to Disney Studios. So I'm just heading that way now, and I'll talk to you what I think should have been announced. Hey guys, I've now arrived at Disney Studios, and I'll show you guys how I enter with my annual pass. So the main entrance for everybody else is over here, but if you've got a Magic Plus or a Infinity annual pass like I do, you enter through the exit, which is over here. There's a gate here which says Infinity and Magic Plus, and that's where we go. I'll be back once I enter. So I've now entered into the park, and the first thing that I thought would happen has to do with the Studio Tram Tour. Now, what's taking up a lot of the space here at the studios, it's one of the smallest parks Disney owns, and so the Studio Tram Tour is taking up a lot of space this park has, which means the space behind the Studio Tram Tour can't be utilised. What I thought they should have done, which they should have announced, was that they were closing the Studio Tram Tour like they have at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and then replaced it with a Marvel Land expansion. Which then leads me on to another thing. I'm now at the ride which is next to Studio Tram Tour. Those who like Disney parks will know what I'm referring to here. The Tower of Terror here is a clone copy of the one at DCA, and what didn't get announced was that Tower of Terror would be changed to, like at DCA, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. But having said that, I think it's only a matter of time before this ride, like at DCA, gets changed to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. The other thing they should be doing, if they're wanting to expand the park, is obviously getting rid of, although it's a good show, the Cinemagique, Stitch Live over there, Disney Junior, on all these shows. Well, this park is very show driven, and the First Order March is about to start over here, so we'll go see it.
Division are held to the highest standard. Mine. Show me fearless. Under my command, you will be proud to wear the armor of a stormtrooper. You will learn discipline, loyalty, and what it means to be a stormtrooper. Battle starts.
I'm now heading towards another area within the park in which I feel that they should also get rid of. Mainly being that it's quite old now, and what I'm talking about is Armageddon Effects Spectacular. Now that is a very old attraction, and I feel they should be changing that along with this one, which is Motors Action Stunt Show Spectacular. Disney's Hollywood Studios got rid of this show years ago, and by getting rid of that we should free up some space for other attractions such as a Marvel Land, a bigger Cars Land, and possibly even attractions such as Soaring Around the World. I think that would work very well here. And a rumour that's been going about is that Rock and Roller Coaster over here, starring Aerosmith, that there's a rumour going about that that ride will be changed into a Spider-Man ride. And if that happened, it would be fantastic for the park. So that's my thoughts of what should have been announced at D23. And that just about does it for me in Disney Studios. So I'll head over to the main Disneyland Park. I'm now out the studios and I'm about to enter Disneyland Park. And just like at the studios, the annual pass holders entrance is at the exit to the left of the Disneyland Hotel. I've now entered into Frontierland because I'm getting a bit hungry, so let's see what I can get. So I'm now at Cowboy Cookout Barbecue. Now, I wanted to eat here yesterday, but it was closed for refurbishment. So let's see what options they have. So they've got some sort of sausage and side salad with a soda. They've got ribs with fries and a soda and a pudding. They've got chicken with fries and a pudding and a soda, and they've got a burger with fries, some water and a fruit salad. But I think I'm going to go for the ribs. So here's further options. Here's the a la carte menu.
De 13 à 16. Du lait cuit, ça va. De 13 à 16. Bah, ça va, les gars.
It looks really nice in here. And there's a live band. How fun. So this is how it comes. The ribs that I ordered. And it came with, I couldn't have the fries, so it came with a side salad, and they gave me a fruit salad to go with it. I've had this before, so I'll let you know if it's changed once I've had it. So that meal really was quite nice, although it wasn't as good as the last time I had it. I don't know what that was, maybe it was just they used less ingredients or something, or didn't season it as well. Don't know what it was. It wouldn't stop me from having it again though, because I really enjoyed the ribs. Word of warning though, there are quite small bones in it, meaning that the bones could break away easily in the mouth, and it's a bit fatty. I'm now heading across to Phantom Manor to get myself a return time. I have now arrived at Big Thunder Mountain. So how long do you think the wait is, guys? It's really crowded today. 105 minutes. Now that's a long wait. Because it's so busy today, it's only 2:05, and all the fast passes for Big Thunder have been used up. It's crazy busy today. I know this is nothing compared to the crowds at Magic Kingdom or at Disneyland, but for Disneyland Paris, this is mega crowded. I'm struggling to get around here today because it's so crowded. Yesterday when I was here, it was busy and the weather was a lot nicer than it is today, but because it was a Friday, the crowd levels were not as busy, and because today's a Saturday, obviously kids are not in school, so locals are coming here in force, which means the wait times are going to be long, even though it's off season. I've now arrived at Phantom Manor. I want to see if I can get myself a return time. So I've now returned for my return time for Phantom Manor, and look how different it is. It's massive crowds. I reckon if they've got the crowds coming out past here, I reckon the wait time is way past 100 minutes. And it's still going. It's crazy. So this is where that line ends. Luckily for us, we don't wait in that. I'm going around here. This is because the entrance to Phantom Manor, as you can see here, has stairs. In order for me to experience this attraction, I have to enter through the exit, which means coming round the side of the building and entering from a door from the side, which I'm just about to get to here. So I'll see you guys on the ride.
Creatures of fright, we summon you now to dance in the night. Esprits et fantômes, sur vos pierres destriées, escortés dans la belle and witches, I savage
So that ride was awesome, and it's quite different to the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland and at Disney World. The main difference I can tell is, apart from not having your ghost host guide you through the ride, it's also, you don't go through a graveyard, but instead you go through a haunted Thunder Mesa. On the way back to Phantom Manor, I did some pin trading, and I certainly traded up because I traded this pin for a limited edition Epcot pin, which I think is well worth it. Well, that just about does it for me here today. The crowds are getting super busy, so I'll leave it here for today. But for now, it's time for me to roll on to my next adventure.